Welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. In this video, let us learn the summary of W.H. Auden's The Unknown Citizen. British American poet W.H. Auden wrote this famous poem, The Unknown Citizen, shortly after he immigrated to the United States in 1939. This was first published in the New Yorker in January 1940 and then republished in Auden's poetry collection another time, which came out later that year in 1940. So Auden was born in England 1907, but he traveled extensively, eventually moving to the United States in 1939, less than a year before Britain entered into World War II. Auden hated the Nazis, their insistence on conformity, and the idea that Aryans were a superior race. The poem is a kind of satirical elegy written in a phrase of a man who has recently died and who lived what the government has deemed to an exemplary life. This life really seems to have been perfectly ho hum exemplary only insofar as this man never did anything to question or deviate from society's expectations. On the one hand, the poem implicitly critiques the standardization of modern life, suggesting that people risk losing sight of what it means to be an individual when they focus exclusively on the same status, symbols, and markers of achievement. The poem also builds a frightening picture of a world ruled by total conformity and state of oppression in which bureaucratic government dictates and spies on its citizens' daily lives. So, this marble monument has been created by the state of commemorate GS/07M378. According to Bureau of Statistics, nobody ever made a formal complaint about him. The other reports about his behavior all say that he was basically the perfect citizen because he did everything he was supposed to do in order to serve his society. He worked the same job his entire life until he retired. Apart from a break when he served in the war, his employer, Forge Motors Inc., was fine with him. He had a total normal outlook on life and politics. He contributed to his union. Our psychology institution also established that his friends liked hanging out with him. According to official media, he bought a paper regularly and responded to adverts as was to be expected. He had the proper insurance, and our official health records show he only needed to stay in the hospital one time. The departments in charge of organizing society agreed that he approved of the state's vision and that he had all the possessions that a modern individual needs, like a record player, radio, car, and fridge. Our public opinion department asserts that he always held the right view on the big issues. If it was a peaceful time, he approved, but he also went to war when we needed him to. He had a wife and 5 children, contributing the correct number of new human beings to society, according to our government officials who aims to optimize the gene pool. He let the children's teachers do their work without questioning their teachings. It is ridiculous to ask if he was free or happy because we would have known if there was anything wrong with him. So, in this poem, there are three different themes: oppression, surveillance, and the state. So, overall, The Auden's Unknown Citizen reads as a cautionary tale of modern society, asking people to question the relationship between the state and the individual and to examine whether their government upholds the right values in terms of what it means to live a good life. Ironic and a little funny. Yes, the poem nevertheless offers a stark and bleak picture of a sensist world in which genuine freedom is impossible. Thank you for watching. Subscribe Communication Skills for Everyone for more academic and educational videos.